My name is Tracy Chauvin. I'm a licensed specialist clinical social worker here in Kansas. I've worked as a school social worker for the past 8 years. I grew up in the Kansas City area, attending the Kansas City, Missouri public schools and the Hickman Mills School District. Growing up in a diverse area and attending schools rich with diversity but resource poor has been a motivating factor in my professional life. I've seen how education can impact a person's life and strive to be a part of that positive change for others. I attended Baker University, where I obtained a Bachelor in Science and Psychology degree with an emphasis on special education and cultural diversity. Immediately following, I continued my education at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, earning my Master's of Social Work degree. During my MSW, I was able to have a year-long internship at Wyandotte High School, where I was a social work intern in the counseling department. After that, I was a special education social work intern for the Shawnee Mission School District. I also worked full-time at the Wyandotte Center, the Mental Health Center for Wyandotte County, as a case manager and psychosocial group leader for youth while earning my MSW. Upon completing my MSW, I was hired by Kansas City, Kansas Public Schools as a special education social worker, supporting 4 schools across Wyandotte County. For the past 7 years, I have been a social worker in the Shawnee Mission School District. Originally hired as a special education social worker, and 2 years into my tenure in SMSD, the role evolved into a building-based social worker, meaning that one social worker supported the entire building regardless of special education status. During my time in SMSD, I've had the opportunity to be a crisis prevention instructor for the district and also offer a variety of professional development to any staff member in the district on trauma-informed practices, mental health, behavior, cultural diversity, social, emotional, and character development, classroom management, and co-teaching. At the building level, I have been involved in building leadership teams, been the leader of PBIS initiatives, developed and executed a resilience committee to focus on student and staff wellness, acted as the school partnership liaison for our Caring for Kids community partnership, been the coordinator of the My Volunteer program, matching students and mentors, and been the lead member of our crisis response team. I also act as a member of an interdisciplinary team conducting NTSS procedures and diagnostic assessments for students. And working to create a more equitable educational environment for all, I have applied for and received the following Shawnee Mission Education Foundation grants: Common Core for all students, building a safe, supportive educational environment through social emotional learning, seeking sensory solutions in our school, unlocking the fun and excitement in our classrooms. Each of these grants focused on an underserved area of need for specific student populations in order for those students to have all the tools they need to be successful at school. One of my passions is building more resilient communities and spreading knowledge of trauma-informed care. As such, I've been involved in what was originally Resilient KC and then Trauma Matters KC on their education work groups. Those groups evolved into Alive and Well KC, of which I was voted a steering committee member for the years of 2018-2019. Steering committee members lead the work in their regions. It can include building a common language and understanding, creating opportunities to build supportive neighborhoods, and advocating for change in policies or practices that are perpetuating trauma. All of these experiences have led me to where I am now, working to become an educational leader. I chose Fort Hays State as it seemed to have the most flexibility in their program and also the most diversity of the student body, which allows me to learn not only from my professors, but also my peers. I seek to focus on changing systems, policies, and procedures to encompass whole child well-being and incorporate trauma-informed care into our school communities at every level. I believe that my experiences and my backgrounds lends itself to me being a well-rounded building and district level leader, which is my immediate and then long-term goals.